folks, Moobit here, your friendly media manager from Gaming As and Code UK, Moobitmedia, and all that other lovely stuff. And we've got some game reviews, game tech, because I'm starting to get into these bad boys up here. Disney Infinity figures. I never thought I would, because if you've watched the podcast, you'll know what my thoughts are on these things. Brilliant bit of business marketing, absolutely astounding. But yeah, I wasn't bothered about them myself. Until, of course, they bring out Marvel characters. And until, of course, they bring out Guardians of the Galaxy as well. So here he is, Rocket Raccoon. A quick review of him. He's security protected, apparently. He doesn't need to be, because he's a badass. He's from Guardians of the Galaxy. You can use him in the Guardians of the Galaxy playset, which comes in a 2-pack with one of these play pieces. So those who don't know how Infinity works, you get the game and then you get starter packs. So my starter pack had 4 Captain America, so obviously here's just the first starter pack. It had 4, it had Iron Man, it had Black Widow, and it had this. These are levels, these things. So you have to pay extra for these. It's like physical DLC. That is a level based on New York, with the Avengers Tower in the middle. That is the Avengers Tower, as you can probably recognise from the movies. And you put that on the playboard, and it opens up this big level, and it's lots of little missions you can play and things like that. The complicated thing for the game nerds who watch this who don't quite know how it works is some figures work in the levels, called these, and then there's a second mode called Toy Box, which is a bit like Minecraft or something like that. You build... you build race cars and race tracks. Have you ever played Halo Reach, when you've got the Forge mode on there and you can make your own levels? That's quite a good little analogy for it. But they also work, some characters have these as well, which open up little pre-made levels in the toy box, so you don't have to build anything, and you can... That one's a platform game, for example. That one's 4, and that's like a tower defence kind of game. And you can buy these for £2 each as well if you want. So they're for the toy box. They are the main game, these things here. Just so you know. So these are the things you want. So for Guardians of the Galaxy, you can get Star-Lord and Gamora, and one of these which is shaped like the Guardians of the Galaxy spaceship, and that opens up the Guardians of the Galaxy level. With the exception, of course, of Rocket, who works in both, and you look on the back here, he works in both the Avengers playset, so you can play in the Avengers game as Rocket. There's a Spider-Man playset, a Spider-Man level. Doesn't work in there, but he does work in the Guardians of the Galaxy one with Star-Lord and all his mates. There's a couple of them. There's Star-Lord there, and Gamora's around here somewhere there. So the level that comes with those two, he works in there. Very long-winded, I know, and obviously all the figures, all of them from Infinity 1 and Infinity 2 all work in the toy box in Infinity 2, but the Infinity 1 figures, for example, Mike, he's from Infinity 1, he only works in the toy box, but he doesn't work in these Infinity 2 levels. I hope that makes sense. I will put it on a blog on Gamer Dads and on my own Moobitmedia, just with like a chart or something so you can work it out. But that's why I started with Rocket, because he works in pretty much all the Infinities, apart from Spider-Man, so he's quite easy to do. But that's him in his packaging. They all come in basically the standard kind of blister card, different size depending on the figure. Sad on your face on the back, because if you're under 3 you shouldn't really be playing with him because of small parts, even though he's quite solid. But let's get him open and see what he looks like, shall we? And here is Rocket Raccoon opened up and out of his packaging. And the thing about these, even if you don't play the game very much, as a collector, if you're a fan of Marvel, these things are gorgeous. They're expensive. They're RRP's $15.99. Don't pay more than a tenner. Like, for example, Tesco's, Asda, places like that have 1 for a tenner or 2 for 18. So that's where you get them from the supermarkets, I'm afraid. It doesn't mean you're selling your soul, but there you go. As you can see, he's got a gorgeous paint job. He's standing on a bit of broken ship, as you can see there. And just like I've got a shelf of them up here just for display purposes, but immaculate paint job. He's just a thing of beauty. There we are, the little tail. He's got his little, I think that's his power light, because he's kind of part cyborg, isn't he? But there he is. I've got his buddy Groot to come next. Let's see what he does in the game. There you go, for those who don't know about the game, things from Gamer Dads and that. This is basically an RFID chip, effectively. You put that on the portal. It knows, the portal knows what it is and opens the character in the game, who is basically on the disc already. It's physical DLC. It's what these games are all about. But there you go. There is a quick review of Rocket Raccoon for Disney Infinity 2. He works in the Avengers level, and he works in the Guardians of the Galaxy level, and also the toy box, as per the other figures. Hopefully that's been useful for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review. Do subscribe for more. Check out gamerdads.co.uk for all your mature gaming needs. And until next time, I've been Moobit, and I'll be back with some more Infinity reviews in a couple of days. Ta-ra!
I like to move it, bit, bit.